Stupid. Alrighty, let's activate New Game Plus. Part 4 Wizards. This gets really interesting in this chapter. Though word already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of mission success. The honor is rightfully yours, Galleon. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Freaky! It's good to see you, Captain Tiro. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First, Freight, and I'll tell you, truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of Warrior's Light less keenly. I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice to say, we are glad to have science in our ranks. I shall relay the details of your report to Admiral Forward. Please send my regards to Science at the 7th Dawn. Until next time, Captain. That's my title. Galleon, this is Midfilia. You surely has informed me of your success. You know, won a great victory of the people of Eorzea, one that should not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Strolla emerged from El Gomero unscathed. Why, Tartaro and the others seemed as glad as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be waiting your return. Pray you return to the waking sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. Meanwhile... that sun glare. Yeah. Recently I watched a Yoshi P interview with Annie Finch. And I can see her point, I can see the why it talked about the color of how vibrant they are. And that's a pretty much a solid thing right there. Amazing how much XP people are getting from the hand-ins. Oh, that's not good. What was that scream I heard? I'm not sure I want to know. You heard that commotion just now? What in the hell were they doing there? Wrestling pests? You look at the adventure site. Mind taking a quick look? Yeah, this is gonna get shit. Yeah. Yeah, when I first time experienced it, I was like, not good. And then you see that. Not good. The whole place is ransacked. Rolls down. Yeah, that's the first thing you see is a Garlean body. It's like, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, she's down. I have an Ironvolt. Because there's Roll. At least I think that's him. This one is glad. Walking one is safe. Oh, God damn my freaking migraine!
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is.
Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoix, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
He did!
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you.
Please, Obi-Wan, come save me. Like,
I
seriously.
surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Even Olivia says with boobs.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
Risk her boobs. She may have a weapon.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Chuck Norris!
No!
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Denied!
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream.
Psycho!
I said enough!
Yeah, enough.
We
Norman
leave.
Bates.
Bring the prisoners.
Well, that sucks. Walking on Mephilia. Ask this one too. In case Walking One returned, this one was to say, at church at Easter Thalion, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Mephilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Search for survivors. Okay. Now we get to meet a mysterious person. Is there something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. Is there anything I can do to help? Anything at all? You only need to ask. Well, roses. I see. You may speak freely here. We are friends of the Scions. I remember at that time, I was like, shit. I'm like, oh yeah, Wild Rose. How could this happen? Are you certain that Mephilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Uh-huh. Wow, that hand did not age well. That's the problem about when we're born. You notice some textures are not the greatest. Let's pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Mephilios. I have known her since she was but a child. Well, I do recall a day of our first meeting. I swore to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the same self-same service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not to hesitate to ask. Marquise, would you come here for a moment? Yes, Father. So, you know what's really funny? This is a direct reference to Final Fantasy Tactics, because Thunder God Sid. Because obviously we're gonna know who he is, but it's Sid. But it's funny how they kind of portrayed him in it, and not to mention church. Go figure. Sore Saints. Oh man, no wonder. That was foreshadowing. If you require assistance, pray seek with Marquis. He's a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquis is a survivor of battle at Cardinal. At last, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. We have not taken him into our care, or had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquis, I want you to look after Galleon. Do you understand? Yes, Father. Hi, Sid! Oh, yeah, I think I get branched off in this one. Can't take it with you. Excuse me, Galleon, do you have a moment? Because here's this broken horologe which was found in the pocket of a man bought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask you to journey to a camp drive-by in my steed to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nosed pincers. They're often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps it would be the best people to ask. Of course, I did not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Thunder God Sid! Sorry. I get love Thunder God Sid. It's awesome. Goldsmith. A bull-point chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nosed pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Weighty carton post. Small yet heavy leather sack containing presumably roughly the amount you'll need to purchase the tools requested by Marquis. Any surplus coin could be considered a commission owed to whatever party in the transaction is brought enough to claim as their own. Yeah, whatever. Doink. Oh, I suppose. I mean, yes, that should be suffice payments. Nice doing business with you. Thank you. Freaking damn librarian from freaking Castlevania Symphony of Night. Thank you. It's like, dude, settle down. There's a pill for that. Have you brought the tools I requested? A bull-point chisel. And a needle-nosed pincer. Are we in a movie of a Saw movie or a Hostel movie? Because this is starting to look that way. You like to play games? Something occurs to me. Please wait for a moment. Loading, please wait. God damn it! It was fun, though I repaired the device easily. The sensation that stirs with me remains a mystery. You don't say. But how did I do it? Because you're a thunder god. I mean, you're fucking Sid. These hands, my hands, they move like mine of their own, definitely manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Smack the Sid up! Pardon me, guy. This is a mistake. Please give the horologe to, say, Sister Elune. What a Warcraft reference? Guys, Elune? Step ballooned. The man who once owned it is currently in her care. I think that it's best to return to him. You have any issue too, huh? About 8 patches later, I will be encountering someone like that. I'll come. It'll come. I think I'll need a rank code. Good evening to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to the man? Bam! Never before I've seen a queer device. You say it measures the passing of time? Yeah, it's called watch. Perhaps they're more common in garden mode. I'm getting to understand that the city is filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquis said they would want to deceased? Oh dear, you don't suppose the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I know he had talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Oh, the plot thickens! Like really now. I recognize you now. Galleon, let me express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are permanently removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Please return to the waking sands of death. Hold that thought. Gee, I wonder why. Well, look at Tartaro. We know you effed up. Actually, I think they shaved it off in this one. Because I remember talking to the priest, and there was 2 different quests I had to do, because they kind of branched off, but it merged back into one quest after you finished them. So, they actually kind of shortened that part. I remember kind of dragging off a little bit more. You don't like the one of them church fellas? Not turn your way. No, sir. As you can see, you got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim it, so off to the Id Shard they go. But think of it, you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage yourself. It's just the stuff of nightmares. I tell you, goddamn Imperials. I don't know what quarry they have with these folks, but I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, hey, seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Never mind. Anyway, there was a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing I'm exhausted from carrying out the others, I want to leave the remainder to you. I want to cover your nose while you're at work. Some of the folks starting to return. Brains! Oh, well, okay, never mind. Should I start singing Let the Bodies Hit the Floor? Oh my god, this big guy's taking forever. Oh yeah, sure, let the Ellison be real light. I see how it is. We're not that freaking light. Bastard. Carry the corpses to the carriage. Da-da-da-da. Gotta carry the corpse. Corpse. Brains. Disconcerted coachman. What happened to the big fella? Oh, forget it. Just means the next batch and toss on the back. Ain't like they're complaining if they're rough. Oh my. Scion corpse. It's a flower. How do you able to fit this stiff Scion or the 7th corpse into your bag is a mystery best left unsolved. Well, in D&D, we have a bag of holding type 4, or is it type 1? I can't remember. Either way, we can fit a house in there. So, you can fit a bag of people. Granted, they're not gonna live if they were living. But it worked. Well, ain't you the strong one? 4 in one trip? Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Yeah, I just opened my bag. Go. Yeah. Did you just dump out bodies in the back? Yes. Yes, I did. Gather the 4 remaining corpses. Oh, god damn it, Nappa. Oh, okay. This little freaking midget with armor is gonna weigh me down, but you know, I swear to gods. Okay, at least the hero is a little bit weighty. Okay, why is the guy with the freaking shield a little bit more tyrant? And yeah, yoink. Lie, my pretties. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. Oh, har. Cecile's peaceful expression embellishes the fact that she no longer lives. Ouch. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Making it won't take long to deliver all the corpses to the lich guard. And so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Beam me up, Scotty. But no, seriously, I remember this part being a little bit draggy on, but it's actually gotten a little quicker in this one. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. I had to drag 8 corpses of my friends in a carriage. And I smell of dead blood. I swear to God, as they come back from the grave, I'm gonna have to do something about this. I have Ifrit in my pocket right now. He can torch zombies. Just saying. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for me, death came quickly. Rest assured that we'll treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. I thought we could perform rites for the most of science. There is one who we can accept. We'd like you to return this one to our people, the little souls. It's my prophet that she given the care of her friends and family, so they will mourn her in accordance with Philic traditions. He's proud. Actually, I don't remember doing that part. It's weird. Yoink. This one is surprised to see walking one and all souls. How can these ones assist walking one? Boink. Naxia, but this one does not understand. Well, there's a bunch of assholes called the Imperial Garland mod, you know. Complexo, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news! Luck One has returned to Old Souls, but why? These ones had not requested further aid. Narxa, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. For science! So not only Narxa, but many of the Walking One's friends were lost as well. Oh, Noxia. Noxia went to Thalia at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noxia at the end. Tell this one that Noxia was brave. Tell this one that Noxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noxia home, Walking One. These ones will also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones that will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial ones must pay. Imperial ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walker wants to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones. These ones will not have next to against death for naught. These ones will fight. Yeah, you pissed off the Sils. Nice going, assholes. You fucked up. Just saying. You done fucked up. Can't be any worse than the fairies and pixies. Ugh, don't piss them off. But we'll know that later. We thank you for your service to the church and to the Sils. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining science in the lich yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I'll remind you that you've already done so much on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Gillian. Oh, okay, maybe this is where it's gonna get branched. Marquise! Eyes on me! Marquise believes he's being watched. Eyes for days? Eyes for days. I'm not imagining that guy. I know I'm being watched. This is different. Sinister. As I am under observation. Someone has a hard-on for you. I wonder who. The feeling comes and goes, but I feel it last time I ventured outside. Yes, I know I feel it. Will you look outside for me, please? It won't take a moment. Oh my god, stop being a paranoid bitch. Fine, if you think it's zombies, I'll bring out E3 and clear the problem. See? Sickness has been purged. Thanks, Ifrit. You were attacked? Weren't you? Are you unarmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? Freaking perverts. He saw me. I'd take a whiz outside. What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If I'm going to have ask him. I need to think. Please, allow me for a moment alone. Wait. Father Rhodes must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think there's other might be coming for me again. Heavens forbid. There's such a thing happening on my holy ground? Do you have any idea who this man was? Do you notice anything distinct about his garb or possessions? Imperial short sword. And I freaking grabbed it. Center issue blade for the all Garlean infantry. That didn't do well for him. Now did it? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquise was is Damaskia. No. Make haste, I can't drive on west. I'm going to summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Dun dun dun. Oh, hi, Alpha Node.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
We're not dead!
And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
Dun dun dun.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
Yeah.
I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait,
Smack my bishop!
Hear me, Sid, Eorzea needs you.
Okay, what about the freaking Thunder God mode? Frostblade. Gotta see what this is.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
So B-Team is now dead. We're screwed.
And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yeah, dumbass.
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It
Excelsior!
was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Sid Smash! Sid Tinker! mission. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland will be the last to be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Galleon. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there's always a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the Great Gobu Wall of Uldaw. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gradania towards Cartharos. If true, the airship will have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Fogo Flu, close to settlements of Cartharos. Perhaps the Serpent stationed there will have records of the events that transpired that day. I hope that you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world has still need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Galleon. Hmm. 36. As I can assist you with, sir. The Enterprise? He's big of Master Gold's ship, yes. I need to refer the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago. Clear bound for Cartharos. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Frodotel's spire. He was on duty that day, and I saw it with his own eyes. I am sure what he hoped to accomplish, though. Even though you should look at the ship, will you not need a man of Master Gold's caliber to fly it? I heard tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Bitch, I got a mechanic. You come in search of Farmflaws? Well, Mehmet, you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Cartharos. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Because of the eve of the Battle of Cartharos, 95 years ago, I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I've ever seen split the skies overhead. I can only watch in shock as it disappear over the mountains into the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the Calamity, I wager it's still somewhere in Cartharos. The astronomer and the Observium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you need to deal with the Ishgarians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dawn Mode descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they made the ending to assist you should you prove yourself useful, considering providing your services to the soldier who guard the Observium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they will accept aid freely offered. You know, it's really funny when, I started this area, I was like, oh wow, this is a very interesting area, but then when I get to the gate area at one point, I was like, wait, what the hell is this? It's like, I'm used to MMOs, they're like, okay, you're barred from this area, it's like, you're gonna put something later, aren't you? Well, I was in Heaven's Ward era, but I wasn't in Heaven's Ward yet, obviously. Well, I didn't have the purchase because I was still on free trial mode at this point. Because I think I had 14 days for free trial. And I think at this point I had to start ponying up the money. So, yeah, I think I was like, okay, I'm getting a little hooked up onto this game a little bit more. And that's why I actually started paying my subscription at this point. Actually, no. I think my subscription pretty much stopped at level 30. I forgot there was a cap limit. So yeah, I actually did start paying it. Because cap level was 30. It had limitations, obviously. And I started leveling up my rogue while I was still in the free trial. And I was leveling up Gladiator. I was like, okay, this is an interesting job. Had Marauder, but I didn't. I was like, eh. I was like, oh, that's Sword and Shield. But I also was starting to learn a little bit about my Scholar abilities at this point. So I was kind of mixing and matching between my healer and summoner at this point. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer services to house that down there? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How, sir? As we were permanent outside per use the records of the Observium. Do not mistake our curiosity for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within our lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Well, to you too. Tell them, have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. Restriction thin as it is. And where in the hell is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have been returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use for you, after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds of the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, the House of Dara, as is mine. Yes, I like chainmail. Killed overnight. Yes. This guy's like, what the hell just happened? I happened. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon it would finish me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastard. Death was a mercy if they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. I wasn't really paying attention too much at this part of the storyline. I'm like, okay, whatever. I had to get info. Where the hell is this airship? I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I say I might have been premature in my judgment, sir. Well, there is a pill for that. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand it's ultimately the decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to Observium and introduce yourself to Edamile. Ah, yes. Yes. They generally come in search of the airship? This is highly unorthodox. What could Sir Lovelox be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because of this information is used to charge, evaluating an activity access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and his sympathizers looking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologer and Fromwald up above. Pickle butt. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what is you ask? Were our records to fall in the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between Southron nations. Ours is a holy crusade. It's a crusade, you say? And we are the arbiters of Hohen's will. I would not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, informal. I wish to speak with you regarding recent... Oh, I didn't realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Goldman, you honors your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Right? Ah, you must have been the one who rescued Hala's knight from these heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. Until you seek an airship last seen in the Cartharos 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. And while I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows have come quickly in Cartharos. One moment you feel as though you have a firm grasp of your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in an unwholly familiar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. Hint, hint. I was not aware you aided a house down in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nonetheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Well, you're a fucking Odie hoo-hoo dick! Again, there's a pill for that. You there, sir! I cannot help but overhear a conversation with the chief astrologer. There may be a way I can assist you, but I require that you perform me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the Sorbitum. He was adamant that he would conduct his observations alone, despite the present Ixo in the vicinity. If he would seek out this astrologer and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. He dead! Actually, I can't remember. To tell the truth, he might be dead. Oh yeah, this is the guild test area. Good times. How much shit's crack here? I got like 5 of these freaking bastards. How the hell you got here so deeply? What a relief to see someone other than the goddamn Birdman. I thought I could finish my work while the Ixo were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they will leave me again before I froze to. Yeah, you did a great job hiding, buddy. They're like right there in front of you. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. Man, how sedan I cannot be seen in the company of unbelievable. Good day, sir. But hey, you know, there's Birdman, right? You know. Try to make sense of this. Screw it is. I'm taking the elevator. Dickheads at level 3. Dickheads at level 3. Ding. Bastard. Good dick. The arrogant fool returned not long ago before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. How do you know I'm an unbeliever? I might be something else. Certainly right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you gotta look at your airship. It might surprise you that by saving him, we already aided our own cause. House Donor is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion. It is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of preventing an aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for what they honor bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to Ozarian records. That is just as well, for there are other ways that you might locate your missing airship. Well, I propose that you petition Lord Penton for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Donor carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you will have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. So, okay, I did it. Hi, I need your records. Swear to me. Cause a quiet stir in your short time here. First, you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and I hear you have rescued a man in our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. Introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you will have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It's only fitting that I ate us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Oh god damn it. Fetch quests! Now, I understand you're really eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task I should take command of your skills by a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wearer as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I will have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you can find. At least you intend to prevent only a cursory search. Bear in mind that recovering the certain merchandise will endure you to House Harnett, further improving the chances that I might indulge your request for aid. One and 2 and 3 will still in their house. This guy is probably wondering, like, what the hell is he doing? Wow, he has a level 24 book. That's not a great source. Why do... Okay. I know they give you a little bit of stats, these things. But they're level 18, folks. Get some upgrades. I don't understand that. It's like, hell, they'll keep wearing them until level 50. That's the kicker. Have a good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show. Bam, bam, bam. There, I logged these, much like the corpses I did before. God bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... Oh, but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that was a personal property of Lord Fansel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to be held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury Takeman, Draconian and Rosary in the possession of Lord Fansel? Yet perhaps is not so difficult to fathom. House Hana is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Harnett. Your other introductions will not be personnel as well. It is the duty of every Escorian to root out and destroy heretics. Or else must wait until this matter is resolved. Yeah, this is gonna get interesting. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is only ears only. Lord Hansel is no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I have served House Hana for years prior to the calamity. You must go Skyfire Locks and warn out the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare them no mercy. Speak of Elvis, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. So, the guy says it was pillage, but yet the lock is not clicked. So, that's strange. It says it's pillaged, but it's not pillaged. Wow, it's been a long time. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that Elvis in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? I see, Sir Calder has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. I pity I has not seen any Cartheros since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Dude, shit's going down. They think you're a heretic. What? That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I had to say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will only be considered maybe proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt. It is only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late, as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much for coming here. It's only proper I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. May require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one of a better position to assist you. Lord Harshbot of House France commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhand. Present him this letter of introduction. He will surely be receptive to your needs. Lord Harshbot. God. Oh, God, this hurts. The unmistakable wet swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you're come to pay respects, be at ease, friend. I'm not the one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I really gladly welcome any and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. Is there any justice in this world? These charges will receive no serious consideration. It's beyond inconceivable. Yes, the letter may mention a pressing matter which you require assistance. What might that be? Bitch, you see an airship around here? What's an airship? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Cartheros before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it might prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. While Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhand. I will see that you refer to every courtesy as a guest of House of Frolps. As you have doubtless realized by now, the High Houses of Ishgard, House Fromps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean there is no influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to the various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it will be quicker and more efficient if you make inquiries on your own. Lady Nin of mine own House Fromps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhand, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also a Creolean at a House Harante who will be found to ask for our locks, though any information you pray from the scribes might prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologer at House Darnley yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform that you are a friend of House of Fromps. Do not concern yourself with House Desma. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Ow. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? Airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing what you seek. Likely, no one at House of Fromps does that. For if they did, I would definitely know as well. The top of everyone's list these days is what become a young Lord Franco. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Hona has been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Dun dun dun! Doesn't look good for Francis! Damn it, Francis! Oh, la 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 la. How long grant me strength? There must be some way to. Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harshmont? I want to heal you, but I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Hall into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Chocobo's drunk! Whee! Ding. How many times I told you? Pissed off! I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Harshmont's missive was constantly glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is a cause for me to disregard Ishgarian policies, then you're sorely mistaken. We're at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gallman arrived in Carthros, countless heretics have been discovered, even among the elite of Ishgarian society. Gee, it's funny how you're fighting all these heretics also. If Lord Harshmont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then it is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Well, not really. He's being nice. You know, unlike, some other dickheads undermining some house. I think I'm gonna open a can of book of whoop ass. Bitch, I got a book. Don't make me smack you. Oh, it's gonna be fun later. Actually, what the okay, so Summoners was getting revamped. What the hell are we gonna do to access our Eggies or summons? Because we kinda need Bahuma and Phoenix to reset the timers. That's gonna be weird. Oh man, I need to know how the low level's gonna work. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I, fear. It seems that the whole of Carthros is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard prove more printing information. Well, I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Franco, of whom much has been whispering in recent days. I received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards Steel Vigil. The outpost was long overrun by the Dravarian horse, so I'm not certain that what he tends to accomplish with such a small force. Wherever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil, and see if Lord Franco's party requires assistance. Where is Lord Harshmont? Please, you must find him. Fucking noobs! It's not safe here. We must flee! Freaking noobs! So fast, so strong. We are no match. Well, there is a pill for that. Who goes there? Galleon! No, stay back. The Fiend's still here. Bitch, please. Oh, for praise, he did it. What were the others? The 3 knights who accompanied? Where are they? Pissing themselves. Bunch of freaking noobs. I heard that the beast cries from over yonder. Then all of us, Lord Fonsal, is safe? Bless you, sir. Bless you. Confound it all. How will we redeem House Hana if we can't even slay a single Everest? We unfortunately came along when he did, sir. House Hana will remember your kindness. That's the thing about House Hana. They're like the weakest of the houses. Fromps is kind of high up there, but Donaire is the top. Notice they're all women. I'm just saying. Curse these fiends, and so they knew we were coming. Oh, the plot thickens. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I have hope we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Skeleton. Moreover, it was House Hana that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy. In spite of my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I will accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be, but even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Lord Horsefall! Wow, we're at level 38. God damn. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost them and his knights their lives. I have news for you! A witness of the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Fancel at the Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning this, the witness became understandably resented to your acquaintance, of fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. And not a reasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Galliman has conducted his investigations. In any case, if you wish to obtain his testimony, you must first clear Laura Francel's name, and by association, yours. Ah, I see it. The key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you herself recovered. If you would, please tell me the incident in question. So, it was found in a log chest labeled the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Lock, speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Carthros, so he might have some inkling who could be responsible. Yeah, because it makes no sense. Like, oh, it looks like it's been pillaged. It's like, wait, but yet the lock is still there. So how do you say it's pillaged when it's locked? Even the guy at the house of Donaire is like, what do you mean it's pillaged? Lock's still intact. It's funny how the freaking guy says something. Sorry. Oh shit. Oh, hi. Someone tampered with our shipments? First, strike me down. If all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planned. Hey now, don't give me that look, lad. I'm a househound man through and through. Heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the poorest are what are bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them worked trade routes and never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, every shipment is through and inspected before. Could it have been the fellows that were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Escorial Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them, as if they returned their cloaks. Recognize means the porters are most likely suspects. Hate to think of it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhand from White Brim front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. The blood, the guns! Damn, I'm starting to get hungry too. Shit. I even ate not too long ago. Oh. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries and house on shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe in such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. It's on attack. We're on the attack schedule. Once we make our delivery turn, we will deliver the parcels of the Skyfire Locks. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Bitch, please. I'm an unbeliever and enemy to the Holy City. But that's impossible. Once the night I went from and concluded our inspection, I loaded the parcels in the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Honchmont, I would not be held accountable for this. Hey, looks like someone in White Brown is a frickin' dick. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman say? Bitch! Marshal calling on rosaries? And every third parcel bound for Skyfire Lux. That's beggar's belief. Even the Inquisitor must acknowledge that there is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Arnett's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overpaid his hand. And praise how long that he did. Lord Francois's trial is upon us, and we must act now if to clear his name. In the eyes of gods and men. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Honda were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to those poisonous allegations and put an end to this privacy. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I'll have you bear my words to the Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that the House of France asks, nay, demands that Lord Francois's trial to be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. What? What is it, my child? Lord Honchbaum will have the Inquisitors do what? But that's not possible. The Inquisitor government presides over Lord Francois's trial at Witchtrap even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francois is indeed innocent, he shall walk in halls with the fallen heroes of Eshgard. So, you're saying he's condemned already. Great. What a dick move. More dickery. Dickery, doc. They take on Lord Alfonso to Witchtrap? This is madness. An Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to the manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Galleon, I will dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchtrap to forestall the proceedings until such time I am able to join you in petitioning Inquisitor Galliman in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Franco alive. This is where it got really interesting for me. I was like, okay, this shit's going down. And remember this guy's name, guys. This guy's a dick. Hell, Gallion, as you can see, Lord Fancel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his scars judge us as a threat, you may be prepared to defend ourselves. Doink. Oh wow, 42 is a freaking rank. Resident Showman Francel de Hollerenda, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there nothing you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravonians. I'm no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for home to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and trust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in halls, while the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and put to the sword. In the name of House Frumps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Harshfont. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Fancel are without merit. We humbly request that the proceedings be suspended until such time as full re-examination of facts has been conducted. Lord Harshfont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment, that he should harbor private doubts. I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is one punishment. We must hold him until Lord Harshfont arrives. Galleon, and remember, no harm comes to the Inquisitor. Oh, I'm gonna freaking double deck him in the face. Get paid, bitch! I got flashed. Oh, that's such a classic building. I missed it. Look! Lord Harshfont's come! Yeah, like I said. Name of House Frumps, I demand you lay down your arms. Nah. Discourteous ghost. Today you shall ask me for your sins. What is the you disgrace your line, Lord Harshfont? Go on your allies to say really. Alas, your treachery is laid bare. Oh damn. Yeah, run, bitch! This will not be forgotten. Oh, someone looks sus. It's not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Haunted, and they have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we might tear ourselves apart. The favorite imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Well, someone's being sus. By the fury of Draconian Rosary, then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic ranks of the Temple Knights? This is great implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Hoshmont. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Fansel, depending for investigation. I trust you had not lost sight of which has first brought you to Cartharos, Galleon. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Thanks. Lord Hoshmont, I have no words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you would have been jumped on your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Praise how long I did not come to that, but it profits little to dwell on what I have been. Let's quit this place, Galleon. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Man, that dragon was kind of kicking my ass a little bit. Right, I was like, oh, damn. It's like, it does quite a bit of health in that one. Ooh. That was a little pain. Pain. Oh, hi Sid. Hi Elle. I'm glad we left our Azorium. The people were not too friendly. Even though here I can feel my eyes upon us, we are not safe. I came to find an airship, yet we meddle in Ishgard affairs of state? Gods, if Alice were here, I would never hear the end of it. Him and Alphinaud! Oh God, there's my sister. Run away. You look well, Galleon. I might say that what a pleasure it is to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. If it were not for you, Lord Fonso would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished in the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fromson, House Honda shall never forget your service. Now let's return to the matter of your missing enterprise. And I think you might also get Jean-Luc and Captain Picard and oh, not really. More really Captain Kirk, but okay. The man with the knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray this information proves useful to you. Hooray! Good things! Bitch, tell me. Quickly, the Commoner's opinion has changed. They say Lord Franco is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of the airship last seen in Cartharos several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky of the Azorium during the period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and was within their walls. If so, then you need the army of knights to have a hope of securing it. Though Lord Fontaine is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so maybe he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. I hate this fucking dungeon. So, you at last located the Enterprise. I believe the congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by dragons for years, and all access is restricted by a degree of House Darnday. I will write a letter to Lord Whiterun front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone would not suffice. So I suggest that you request the Lord Franco do the same. Now that your business at current Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect that we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well on your journeys, Galleon. May Holland guide you. I need to fix something first. So that was doing dungeons a few days. I mirror this fate, man. People are grinding the shit out of this zone. We're trying to level up. It was a big thing. Wonderful to see you, Galleon. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship we seek is likely inside Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it will. It shames me to say that it too was once a outpost held by House Hana, and the chaos that followed the calamity, the Javarian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Darnir instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Dormant. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempt to destroy House Harna has yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. Stefan Nutt. Well, the next dungeon's not too bad. It just... You'll see why. It takes a while. Especially if you have a group that's knows a few things. You desire an audience with Lord Darmont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. Doink, doink. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Harshfire and Alfonso, is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do? Bitch! I want in! Let me talk to your lord, and bitch slap some dragons. Is there a problem? You need a little faith. Well, pretty much that tells me off. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Jerome's attentions are focused solely on Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it's not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albus. Yes, Sir Albus is sure to accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Ooh, my. Oh, yeah. Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the Stone Vigil without further delay. Sir Brown bade you to speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I'm sure it is that he is mistaken. Lord Drillman hasn't time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always had a moment to spare for a head Kurdian Astadian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Oh, fuck. Oh yeah, I forgot there was upstairs here. Dude. If their Emperor enterprises indeed inside Stone Vigil, then we must convince the Lord Jerome to incorporate. Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? A letter introduction from House France and Honder? With documents such as these, you need to seek escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak to Sir Gonwax. He should know Lord Zermon's current whereabouts. Stop taking me around! What reason do you have for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord Zermon is just up these stairs. Layers of no, though, I would not expect much. House there has does not hold adventurers in high regard. You have best state your intentions quickly and skidly. So proper and respect none shall be returned kind. Bitch! I want to get in so bitch I kick some ass. It's not a problem. So go experiment your passage? Very well. Speak. Boink, boink. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with skeletons to secure an airship that may or may not be there? Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Well, I did kill 2 freaking primals. Got a problem? We are Science of the Avatar, Lord Drillmont. You know our name and you know our deeds. We are come to Cartharos, it's like Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship that Master Sid Non-Gonod, who stands for you now. Master God, you're alive? But that's impossible. I'm a ghost. Indeed it is, my lord. Hi, dickhead. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. Bitch! I cleared a guy's name, and you're gonna be a dick about this. At this critical moment in its growing history, as Hellstorm marshals its forces to retake the Storm Vigil, who should appear in right row in front but the 3 mysterious strangers? Cinco, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 Scions of Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser house may have been duped by these Granani's lies, but I should hope that Hellstorm would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot prevent them to pass. We told you we want our airship back. We're gonna go in, kick some ass, and chew bubblegum. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I never believed this murmur's farce. I'm gonna fess this motherfucker. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we reclaim it, and tell you to clear your true intentions as well. We just stated. Well, fuck you guys! It could be moons before Hellstorm purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We can't afford to wait that long. Said Galleon, we must do whatever it takes to earn Dorman's trust. Understood? Fine, I'll get on my knees. Oh, wait, what? Okay, game is... I'm gonna have to go downstairs. Or not. Oh, screw this. Mount. Barely. Not go the right way. There we go. You're the lad responsible for the commotion upstairs? Word travels fast and went in front. I gather you wish to change Lord Darmon's mind. If there was one thing I learned about the man in my time here, is that he listens to and respects opinions under his command. Went over the barracks and ensured to take notes. Hell yes, that's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare the mistakes using mud puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be a quality meal, it's true, but it would be damn slight and better than nothing. If you mind lending a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy and Dreffian's pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. It's a chinchilla! Hey, chinchilla! Yeah, Taco Bell. Literally, I'm thinking Taco Bell right now. God, man, that sounds real good. God damn it. Great hippos. So, how's it going? Fishing? Doing great, huh? Hype pace. Oh wow. Rather surprised he took that beating pretty damn good in the face. I'm like, wow, that damage reduction really sucked. That's why you use quest items, because, you know, their hit points are about 50,000 when they should be only, like, listen. Ooh. It didn't work, did it? Oh, I thought it was a AI idea. Cross-section of meat sliced from the tail of a spotted mud puppy. Oh dear, remind me to wander near a mudpig spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these three and distribute to the hungry knights here, and up above. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let's make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy me trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Yes, yes. I feel invigorated, refreshed, as I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. Ah, I should have no trouble encouraging a new reason to refine from the sanctuary duty. Yeah. Well, at least receive a hearty meal before I march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Oink. Is that fresh cooked steak? On its breast and be upon you, my friend. Well, puppy or no, it's the most delicious food I ever had in Fortnite. Nom, nom, nom. Yeah, they're talking about steak. It's making me hungry for one. God, freaking damn it. Everyone must be trained to maintain our skills at arms. Yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You're a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that house donor must do more than his fair share for the steak and Ishgard. I must have meat! It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but forgotten about the hard work encouraging inside the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Am I taking this steak to Sienna? She doubtless is so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she neglected her own. Typical doctors. You know you're dying. Yeah, I'm still healing patients. How are you gonna heal when your arm is detaching yourself? It's my flesh wound. One of these is not like the other rope. Beg your pardon, sir. I am busy attending to the man. I'll be with you in a moment. Bitch, get your steak. Nom, nom, nom. Is that kind of thing? It's been quite a while since last day. I suppose it won't hurt to have a nibble. Yeah, I think it's been like 4 days since you last ate. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. Why is the rest of the way away? No shit! Stop that! The best inventions. I have a word with you, guy. It concerns the Kurgians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient ablics for their needs. You see, so I used some of their broken equipment to craft more advanced ablic, both as a gesture of goodwill, and as means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require is a complete device or the course of 3 ice sprays, though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of chemical mixtures. There is a way to alter the properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. And Sid, your brain is fried. So, I don't know why Sid's so effed up when you're doing the Bajda series. Nice cookie. You know, all this food talk is really making me hungry, though. Like, seriously. It's like, what the Kupo, dude? Have you obtained the cores? If so, please don't show it to me. Doink. Show it in your face! Ow! What an amazing device! But is this truly an Amblic, sir? I've never seen it like this before. I'm too unsure what will make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to use it. Nevertheless, if as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we can create, and the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Were the kind stranger bearer gifts wondrous and strange for his generous combat cost? Go, man, I'm gonna freaking try this ass to your face, and I'm gonna fist your brain. Their earnest efforts are about as mean as a yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who interfere with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation of prefer buddies unbelievers. I started to question your faith, sir! Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Fonto's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Maybe he doesn't want us to storm the castle. Before we can persuade Durham to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Gawain that we're not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know a little less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent dickhead figure in Carthros. Maybe we should learn more about speaking with the people who will fight from front. Share your findings with Alphina and Square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Oh, there's a strategist. Not gonna lie. Talk to these people who are like, yeah, he's a dick. Kusagama? Oh yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Rim Front, several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the halls and patrolled the exterior in darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of the silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed where I have laid recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but the Inquisitor Gawain rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe my life, sir, and I hope one day I will repay his kindness. You sure it's him? Just saying. Inquisitor Godman? I haven't. The fuck is who you speak? Unbeliever? Who you speak, unbeliever? We have learned from your deeds at Witchtrap. I will not be party to whatever disastrous schemes you have hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Plot thickens. Under Inquisitor Godman's watchful guidance, unprecedented numbers of heretics has been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is devotion. Blessed are we that has such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Such a great guy that he might freaking fail like people. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are arbiters of hell and spoil. There will be for every courtesy and utmost respect. You know what, my respect? A big one-finger salute. In case you haven't noticed, my tower is ill-suited for this climate. No shit, Alphanod! I realized this soon after our arrival, but pay it no mind as I hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? Sure comes to no surprise that he's held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let's more closer review the testimonials obtained, Gallium. May have a prove insight of Inquisitor Gallium's motivations. Something troubles me about the Moon Knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the Eastern Gate, yes, but that main road leads to the Southwestern Gate. Since we arrived in Whitebrim front, I see no travelers arrived by the Eastern Gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which implied the Inquisitor came from the north of the Eastern Gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies not to a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Droma is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Retracing his steps will shine light in this mystery. Yeah, because I'm gonna take a drop down here. Fine, we have a dragon here. And the plot thickens more. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. The scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointment to the position of Inquisitor. Given the content is cylindrical, I believe I just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Galamine. Newly come to Carthus and murder on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity. For even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, and why he has decided to impose us. We must proceed quickly, Gallion, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Lord Droma has already been turned against us, I fear that his cerebral alone would not serve the commencement of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listened to and respect the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to prove testimony that supports our claim, yes, perhaps this is the only way left to us. Confront Sojourn with the evidence you discover, see if it helps him recall the truth that night. As a man of faith, he will find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything in our power to secure the Enterprise. Oh, God. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you want to ask? Boink. The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not be possibly true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You have me believe that all is a lie? If you are so certain that your Elocrius story is true, then go and speak with Sir Pomonia. She is the Eastern Gate at night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. I would never speak against the man who saved my life. Friend is not the greatest thing in the world, man. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Bitch, I know you're in this. Are you gonna have a handling bloated documents as treasure? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know none of it. Not at all. Yes, I'm gonna doubt your freaking words because you are as good as he. Liar. You know, don't you? Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sojourn gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those revealing abominations laughed at him. Nearly killed him right and then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, trying to see the enemy. When we came from the dark, it was not just a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I keep this confidence, Sojourn and I will be spared, but if I defy him, everyone I love will suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When I last agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Sojourn to the infirmary and on his first night in the white room in front. Inquisitor Galmad was hurled as a hero. Soon after, it came the accusations. Countless men and women of great moral standing seized with in possession of Draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Roma bonds put an end to the madness, but I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Will Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept Draconian rosaries in chests hidden southeast of Whiteburn Front, so I took several from his chest and planted them in the shipments bound for Skyfire Locks, as I hoped, and they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Harnut. Whilst exonerating Lord Fonson and casting doubt on the other recent trials, that is the entire truth, I swear. Holland forgive me for not acting sooner. Bitch! You're in fucking trouble! Got suspicious box. Blood for the blood lilies. I ain't what? Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you three access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make repeat myself. There better be a really good explanation of why you're carrying these rosaries, and where did you find this papal sigil? Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony will have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Galleon, and I therefore deeply apologize. I will permit you to answer the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring the infernal imposter to justice. Oh, I got some grudges against this motherfucker. Heretic Among Us! Wow, and this, mind you, this game came out around like what, 2012, 13? The thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell, take him and his divine allies. I'm telling you, makes for snow cloaking even now, intending to pass judgment upon another poor soul when we has branded heretic. If we hurry, there might be still time to prevent further tragedy. Let me your strength, Galleon. Together, let's put an end to this imposter's heresy once and for all. Oh, trust me, I want to blow this motherfucker up. Just like friend Daniel. Just want to grab this smirk off his freaking mouth. Oh, she's doing her atma. Oof. Huh. Good to have you with us, sir. When Downwind arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quiet, we'll need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventually? Yep. I'm gonna wipe that smirk off his face. Bitch. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Holmes Hall. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all this holy, I swear to you, I will never question the teachings of home. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Roma, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am a prisoner conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I named thee Herrick, murderer, inquisitor, Galmain, and countless innocents. You're the traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Oh, grave allegations indeed, but will you find your logic is flawed? How can I betray which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillmont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? Yuho's hands are black with the blood of those who are only sin is to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgarian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drellmont, then come. Let's see how Ishgarian steel fares against Trevelyan Feint and Claw. Oh, you're gonna play Summoner on me? Okay. Bitch, I got him. Show the heretic no mercy. Let's pay for innocent blood he has spilled. You're a swine. You don't know the fertility of your faith. Oh, that guy got bitch slapped. Do you see, heretic? You and your allies are no match for the might of Ishgard. How wrong you are, Ishgard. I have blown blessed powerful beyond your kin. Come, my brothers, grant me the strength to smite our enemies. I am reborn. Stand your ground, it's just illusion. Magic has no power over me, heretic. Oh, that's from this is my favorite ones. Huh. No. No, it cannot be. Bitch, deal with it. I'm gonna fess your brains out. That was a little tough. Well, at least on the NPCs. My glamour's dispelled. Oh, you're trying for the end game too, aren't you? Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they'll be your last. You may not recall the many Ashgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never be forgotten. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. By your end is nay, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whiterun front shall fall. Ugh. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Gallian, I must apologize for reviving this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ashgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It's past time they were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at the Red Brim front and bring your associates. Bitch, I've been telling you! I knew you didn't want to believe me because, you know. Where have you been, Gallia? The fellow Inquisitor has been slain? Has he? Well, yes, well, his was a tale always like an end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. I'm sure, as we agree, it is past time we enter the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drelmont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sin and I will follow him. Oh, la la la. Oh. There. Well, great. great debt of gratitude. Had not for you, the heretic masquerading as an inquisitor government would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I say not that I was a foolish to sincere claim that I had, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the science of 7,000 still lived, to say nothing of Master Donald. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it's gratifying to know that someone has arrived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we appreciate if you will permit us to enter Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It's the very least I can do, given all that you've done for us. By entering outposts is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Iranians that help. Now, hold the ruin. In part, yes, I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldier garrison at Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as I was able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor I will give you my assurances that it was not been removed from the intervening years. Far too long, the ruin has served as draconian foothold in Cartharos, for which they have struck as a depressing regularly. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have yet able to drive them out. I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Roma, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have no time to wait. We will secure our property without escorting aid. I see. Well, that might be for the best. I'll inform Sir nothing of your impending visit. May Hong guide you, Scions. Oh boy. I think I'm just gonna finish the dungeon and I'll pretty much end it there, maybe, I don't know. But the low cap is skipping really fast though. Oh, Galleon, Lord Rama has revealed the situation. You may enter so vigil whenever you will. Fun fact about this dungeon. This is the first dungeon I was actually having gear issues. Because I was still wearing like level 29 gear, and I haven't spent anything. And because of that, it actually made me look really bad. So, what's really bad about this dungeon is this. There's a patroller, and you have all this. So, you pull that, it dies. No problem. And you have another patroller. Kill that, it dies. But if you win and pull this, you're gonna have a bad time. And since they revamped the loot, I wonder how they did this. Guess not. Used to be a treasure chest there, but since they did the revamping of the dungeons. Nice. Dragon spear. Oh, they actually kept the treasure trove from later. I don't know, at least I got that chest too. This used to actually get the cannonballs, this stuff around here. Well, make the crafting items for it. Actually, I wonder how they do that now. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yeah, it's beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. That dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Galen, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we need the prior distraction until we're ready to depart. Can you manage that? Can you? That settles it, shall we, Sid? As you command. I'm here to follow your fucking plan, asshole. So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. Okay, Gan from Legend of Zelda cartoon. And you're aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of her previous primal conquest, a testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Nixel are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of our Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should be at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming, of course, you live that long. Wakey, wakey, bitch! Alpha, the dragon! Confound it all. See ya! I look badass in this scene. Let's see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. You gotta be crippling. I'm gonna death by dot. Oh, I gonna miss those days. Oh, that's how you get to see it playing against now. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, say, ooh, Captain's chair. So you also can make these things too. You can make the cannons, you can, so yeah. So actually you can get that from the final boss. Interesting. And I also got the book. That's cool. Okay, so that answers my question of where the hell they go to. Well, I just killed a dragon. That sucks. And I got a floating crystal. Yay. Yoink. Why do these things keep coming? That makes what, 5? Plop. Galleon, are you right? Speak to me. Yeah, I have this thing. So be praised, I feared the beasts have injured you. I see now why the others rate you so highly. When you are caught in the midst of that etheric bubble within with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thanks! Thanks to gods for sparing me that inconvenience. Again, thanks. I have quite enough to do already, which reminds me, see his work on the Enterprise as we speak. Let's go and see what he has to say. Thanks, I just thought, me dying was such an inconvenience. Half and I could be a fucking dick sometimes. Well, at least in this early series. What say you, Sid? Will she fry? Yeah, so it won't be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. Anticipated the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she would allow us to quit this place, I should not complain. If we're on agreement, let's return to Gradania. Though it would like nothing more than a set course of the Howling Eye, is paying the Enterprise is no condition to weather the storm. She must need to be prepared if we're to proceed with our mission. For being out here for 5 years, I think this thing will be buried in the snow. Just saying. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... my fist. Ah. Let's go. And we're crashing. Son of a bitch. Too much snow! Hey! When I look at it, it feels like I come home. I can think of no other way to express it. Oh, I long for the more agreeable climate of the Twelves wood. Yet I would not deny the Holy State had its charms, endless detours aside. Our exploring a jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, huh? Into the eye of the storm. It calms me to look at her, as though I reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising he did design and build her. Or build her. I bear good news. The Seaseer has granted our request to house the Enterprise. I mean, it's like as long as we require the repairer. Of course, it will be rank folly to take 1 month more than we require. Grududa, at least we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we're to have any hope of wrestling the like the realm of from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I'm no expert on the workings of the airship, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? There are, frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, adept to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is fierce on its stay, even that might be enough. Confound it, there must be a way. Await the brave, the fury of the elements. The elements. Of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself, using the power of corrupted crystal. We can clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of the crystal to alter an elemental aspect of the barrier. Seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Galleon, we speak of the manifestations of over aspect of ether can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have been comparatively commonplace, which has been caused a great woe as they went out to warp etheric energy, including those of living organisms. The point is, we can theoretically use corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspect of ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. Oh my. But we were getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might, a scholar by the name of Lembrant, who resides in Cramp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquise met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or want for a more willing listener, he will talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being part of his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that made that poor Marquise reserved to possess an uncommon knack for etherical science. I need to return to Thalia and seek out the scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Wow, what a dick. Well, yes, I'm Professor Limit. Beg pardon? You wish to hear my research on corrupted crystal? Truly? Well, nothing could give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Or science. Ah, so rare is to find a fellow in the practicals of this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, hermit who the church gave sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather doubtful on his first impression, yet possessing an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wished not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Hey, guys, man, at least take the necessary precautions that you do not suffer from exposure to harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have scientific qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Lucky for you, I have precisely the means of which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this watered pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects, though I suppose you'll be barred with its energies once you place it within the vessel. Well, for this, it shall motivate the work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Husko. I don't mind monitoring the flow of ether at a high bridge. Explain to them your request, and you shall instruct you the finer points of crystal harvesting. Cheerio. Don't electrocute yourself. Not on my behalf. Tip it. Thanks. Dick. How many times have I made the explain myself? I'm not contending so you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What I have here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lim. You thieving knave. I should call the... Oh, you said the man said the land to you. Then he must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon the explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserved. A foolish day! Hooray! Now I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, Hasko, the greatest Professor Lamb Pupils shall sleep that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact. I was preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning well for my personal research. There, those devastating crystals caused by a calamity has blessed us with bountiful and sublime specimens. But something tells me you are not for a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards. In case, you must descend to the deepest depths, amidst the foaming waters and murderous murder nights. Life's most fantastic mission I found this far. Take this highly advanced research tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the word part and bear it back to me for inspection. The pathways leads to the abundance as well as the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate precaution and you shall certainly survive. I think I was going to end it after that, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just beat Shagruda and just end it there. I don't think it's too far away. Really did not expect this to be a little bit longer than normal. See you come gobbling back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lamb will doubtless show joy when you present it in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Ooh, damn. My keen scholar has telling me you obtain a corrupt crystal. Am I right? Doink. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal, as you desire. A corrupted crystal flying wind aspect to ether. Remind me, for what precise wind aspect to ether? Oh dear, that might prove problematic, as the crystal will only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I'm full of not acquiring as the objectives from the start. How I know your talent would have never sent you to hospital. But what science is not trial and error? And you can truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, man. You may understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupt crystal, but would doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ether studies conducted by the students of Adassian. You heard him? Well, I don't mean to boast, but have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I've never been so bold as claim as the level of expertise. Are you alright? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shall not keep you from your task. You still have corrupted crystal to find. Corrupted crystal is significant size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Unfortunately, one of my other students, Santa Clancy, has discovered another promising site in eastern La Casa. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern La Casa is where she was nearly killed by wandering too close to Imperial Castrum. Now that made me for amusing Alex. It was western La Casa, Ferreros, on the Isle of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Doma's talents or some nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she's still at the airport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Santa's Aquarius bear fruit and become looking past the cross and violent ways of the local pirates? You might find your time there will be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift water pot. At least she'll think you're unprepared for the task. Oh, God. Corrupt the crystals, sir? I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you have no reason to addressing me, kindly leave me be. Doink. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lamb did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Senia, the greatest of Professor Pupils, which was doubtless why he bid you stick me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh gosh, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have gotten this induction a dozen times by now. As I told the professor in my many messages, I believe this area surrounding Ferreros is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis as to access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present. For reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. May have you have better luck wrestling information from those yellow jackets. I've all given up at this point. You started me. Don't you know better than to sneak about a person at a time like this? With all this Brussels Scouts of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra. Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it less frightening. You're keen on traveling Isles Umbra? Boy, how's lad here? Are you drunk or are you just crazy? Ain't nothing there. Death, death, and more death. Isles Umbra? What interest do you have in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaohceros, the Isles have become more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Oh, strange. I'm getting sleepy. Oh, Kelly, return. Tell me your findings. Really? Infested with undead, you say? That is very interesting development. Excuse me for a while, I gather my thoughts. I think she looked like a Vilma. Or a Daphne, probably. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I conclude that the Talk Express is not more than a local folklore. As for why I'll travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, while Maros is considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Pharaohceros. Yes, well, anyway, while you're questioning these yellow dragons, I pay a visit to the local pubs ever since a esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It is there I heard a man named Skyfriend who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I heard someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him, my steed? He was arrested after all, so I was somewhat recantant to approach him myself. I have to go back. She calls to me. She sings to me. Tell him, I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you can release me. Yes. Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. He's enthralled. Not primal enthralled, but he's enthralled. What does kind of say? That's not terribly helpful. I could care less how much he misses his favorite bar lunch. But, what was that about a man named Medina? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you wanted to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Go figure. The frickin' law fell. Grubby little bastard. Nothing, no. Why, speak up, son. I can't hear you. Bugger me is what I think it is. Nah, can't be. You found this, you say? Where did you find it? Skyman said, I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it seems like there's not a lot of twixt in his ears. He was supposed to help patch out Pharaohceros, he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done on your own, see. Half of them walk off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You be looking for a passage to Isles Ever? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take look on behalf of old Mindia. Tell him how the lad lies. Ain't nobody been interested until you can't go. Old pillars and our learns about spirits and so forth. If you have to go, I'll hire some soul swords to let them sort it out. But you'll do the pitch, will you? Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll send you back there. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it night. After this hand in. So you want a word of Mimi. I hope at the valuable time you saw fit to waste an amount of something. You mean that disgusting creature was certainly superior? I find that hard to believe. But this rite of passage does appear to be genuine. Must be true. I must say, it's a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing the discoveries you make on Umbra without me. Thanks. So yeah, I'm just kind of concluding from here. I'm getting tired. It's been at it for what? 2.5 hours probably? Oh jeez, almost 3 hours. Okay, yeah. No wonder I'm freaking tired. I've been rambling my mouth off. So okay, that's it. I'm calling it quits. So I'll see you in the next episode later on.